What's up, random minds? Caleb here with another video. And today, we are going to be reviewing that drumroll, please. Transformers Titans Return Galvatron. But before we get into this guy, now I actually don't have any of his accessories. I don't have his instructions or a card, so yeah. Well, I have him, just not with me. But before I get onto him, let us get onto his Titan Master, Nucleon. Here is Nucleon in his head mode for Galvatron. Almost no paint, only for the eyes. And to transform him, just like every other Titan Master, open up the legs from the back, and then flip his legs down, and then basically do whatever you want with the arms, really. Oh, dropped him. And here's Nucleon in robot mode. Once again, almost no paint, only for the eyes. And the thing is, Nucleon actually looks exactly like Generation 1 Megatron. But in the comics, which this Galvatron was based off of, Megatron and Galvatron were two completely different people. So, yeah. And what Nucleon can do is, he can, come on, dusk. He can actually go inside of the cockpit in this mode. This is supposed to be a jet, but to be honest, it's just weird. So you can close that up. I'm not closing it entirely, so I'm going to be able to open it easily. You can do that. There are two posts on the back for each leg. One here, and one all the way back here. And both of them are very loose. Very loose. And another thing that he can do is, for Galvatron's cannon, he can actually sit inside of it. Now, for this, you want to make sure that his arms are facing outward, or else he will not go inside. He will not. Then, bring his legs forward, and then just plop him in there. I'm not going to put him in too tight because it's hard to get him out. And that's what he looks like, mostly. Well, partly in the cannon. Okay, so I'm going to turn him back into head mode. And then, let us actually get onto Galvatron. Now, this is actually Galvatron's space jet ship thing. Whatever. I don't know. And as you saw at the beginning, the cannon can actually go to the, and attach to the bottom of the nose of the jet. And, to be honest, that's pretty much it. I already showed you what Nucleon does, so. Oh, by the way, the cannon, it has this little purple bit at the bottom, which acts as a landing gear. And it does not have a firing missile. Because if it did, you would be able to see through this translucent plastic. Trust me, there is not. There's not. And there isn't any space for one, because if I were to take my headphones and stick it in there, it would only go in at certain points. Yeah, onto his cannon mode. Yes, Galvatron turned into a cannon in Generation 1. He didn't turn it into a jet, a car, a tank. He turned into a giant cannon. And it's awesome that they actually did that in this. That's awesome. Hasbro, thank you. Thank you for giving us a cannon Galvatron. Thank you, Hasbro. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, to get the cannon ready, fold this section, along with the landing gear, it goes with it, down like that. And then flip this section down right there. And that's all you got to do with the cannon. So let's put that to the side. And to transform Galvatron into cannon mode, what you do is take this fin, bring it up, and then put this section. It tabs into this little bit on Galvatron's part, his cockpit. Then you move these little bits out of the way, like that. So you can bring this section and put it all the way to the bottom. Then you take the cannon and it plugs in right here. Then you bring these bits back. Then you untab the legs and then you fold them up after putting down these little side pieces because they go up in his whatever mode. Do it with both sides. I'll show you better with this. And when you have both of them down, you want to tab them together. Just gotta get this. And I am not done. Do 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 do. There we have it like that, but we're still not done. Then you want to take these tread bits on each arm and bring them down to the side, like that. I've already done on both sides. Then you want to bring his arms, pull them, point them upward, and bring them out one click, because that would work best. And his arms are on a hinge, and they kind of lock in a bit, and then you bring them down like that. And where you would put Nucleon, you could put him in the cannon, you could put him in the cockpit. To be honest, it doesn't really work well, but the best place to put him is on the back, so. Nucleon just fell on the floor. One sec while I get him. And I'm back with Nucleon. Yeah, you can angle Galvatron like this, or to be honest, once you bend him back, it's not the easiest to bend him back forward without lifting him up and angling his legs. But yeah, and that's all you gotta do with cannon mode, so let me just justify my glasses a bit. So, to get him to robot mode, you want to, once again, get these little side bits out of the way. Then you want to detach the cannon and put it the same way that it was in jet mode. This part up, and the purple bit up. Then let's put that to the side. Then what you want to do is, you want to take this section on the back, untab it, and then tab it back again with the fin. This little fin. Then, you pull these up just a tiny bit. Those don't stay like that. So you can bring these parts back to their proper orientation, flip the treads down, and fold the arms out, and then bring out the hands, which are on a ratchet joint. Then do that again. Then bring his arms down, but bring them outward. Then you bring these flap bits back down. Then you open up this little thing right here, which covers up his abs. You want to lift up the cockpit, rotate his waist all the way around, but not 360, just 180. Flip that up, and then flip the cockpit back down. There you have him like this. Now you want to untab the legs, bring them out, and then bring them upward on a double hinge, and make sure that they're tabbed into place. Then you want to flip the feet down right here, and then take these panels and flip them around to where they cover up that gap. That way, it is hollow, but it doesn't look like it. Nice trick, Hasbro. Nice trick. Then you want to make sure that he's nice and stable, because this guy, he's actually not very stable. That's one of my only one one of my only gripes about this figure. Come on, come on. Whoop, see, he wasn't very stable. He almost fell over on me. Hey, and again. Then bring his arms down. He isn't very stable at all. Yeah, then you would want to take the cannon and plug it onto one of the arms. There's no side connection. This is what it would look like if there was. There's only front connection. And if you want to go G1 about it, put it on his right arm. You would want to put it on his right arm. Then, to almost, not completely, complete the look, turn Nucleon back into his head mode. Then, attach him in. Now, Nucleon is actually kind of struggling to put him in. Basically, you can't just put him in here, or else it'll be weird, trust me. So I put part of his head in the very back, then push down while pushing forward. So, make sure to remember that. Then you may think that he's done, but no, he's not. And here comes my second gripe about this figure. You would open up the chest. You can open up the chest. Then, once you open up to a certain amount, a little face mask pops up, which completes the Galvatron face. This is my gripe. The mask. Hasbro, there's so much room in this chest. I mean, look at that. I could fit my thumb in there. And you only put this in there? What? You could have made a helmet. I mean, seriously, that doesn't even go halfway around the head, Hasbro. Not complaining. Your toys are good. Your toys are good. It's just sometimes, yeah. But yeah, other than that, this guy's pretty good. Now, if you don't have the mask, the head has full ball-jointed articulation, but with the mask, you can only turn so much. You can't turn much. Another thing about this that I wish wasn't the way it was. That's my third and unmentioned gripe. Because I forgot to mention it until now. Yeah, let me remove the cannon. Come on. Cannon. His total amount of articulation I just showed you in the head. You can count these as articulation, but they only really do that so you can bring his arms up and then rotate them and then bring them like this. It's only basically for that. He has a nice elbow joint. He has some ratchety hands, which is only really for transformation. He can kind of rock his knees like that. They can do that. They have a tilt in them. You can tilt his feet. He has a knee joint. Let me get his arm on the way. You can flip up these side skirt pieces so you can bring them outward, and they can also go forward and back. And, yeah, I think that's all for Transformers Titans Return Galvatron. Yeah. So, yeah. That is Titans Return Galvatron. So, if you guys enjoyed this video, please comment down below. Caleb, see you guys next time.